Hello guys, Adnan here. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make puddles using Corona for Cinema 4D. It's basically the same as Andrew's tutorial from Blender Guru, except that it's, well, for Cinema 4D and for Corona. I've had some issues trying to replicate his method since Blender has node-based material editor, while in Corona it's the normal Cinema 4D one. But nonetheless, I kinda did achieve somewhat the same look, and now I'm going to show you how to do that. Start by making a Corona material. Import your texture. I'm going to be using a concrete texture here, since it's a floor. Click on this arrow and add the texture to a layer, and you can play with the texture. You can add a filter to it, or just add effects if you want to make it darker or brighter. I recommend you watch the Blender Guru tutorial so that you can understand why exactly I'm doing certain things. For example, he explained at first that the wet materials basically become darker when they're submerged in water. He explained it using his shirt here, which got darker. But to do that, we're going to create or add a noise shader. Increase the scale here to 700. It depends on your scene, obviously. Let me just check real quick what exactly I used. Oh, 1600. Okay. Again, it depends on your scene heavily, so you can just play with that number until you find the right scale. So we want only the dark spots to appear on our texture, so we're going to turn this into multiply. Play with the low clip and high clip a little. You can see the effect there on the material ball. Next, copy your noise shader, go to reflection, paste it here in your reflection, if it's gonna let me, yeah. And you are going to need to invert the colors because their reflection is different. So just make the black white and the white black. And now if you do a test render, you can see the effect of the water, where the water is a bit darker, which we want. Now, first of all, I need to make this a bit darker, so I'm gonna add a filter to it and decrease the gamma and lightness. This makes the reflections pop up a bit more. So we're going to copy this channel and paste it in the reflection glossiness. Again, from the tutorial, he explained that the drier the material, the more blurry it is. So that's what we are going to try to achieve here. And just by doing that and doing a little test render, you can see the effect of it. The drier the material, again, the more blurry it is. But we can see that this particular seed, if you see that the puddles are not really in the places you want them to be, you can change the noise seed. Go into again, check what I used here. 696. And you're going to do the same for all of the noise. textures. Basically, the seed randomizes the spots, the dark spots, and so it randomizes the puddles in your scene. You can probably use a texture, but you're going to need to UV wrap or UV unwrap your scene to make sure it's exactly in the correct spot. We can see that the dark places are a bit too dark, which we need to just lower the transparency of our noise shader on top of our texture, or play inside with the low clip. We also need to increase the reflections here and make them a bit more visible. And that's it basically. You can just keep tweaking it until you find the perfect settings. For example, we need to increase this transparency back a bit, and that's pretty much it.